This is all dusty from being in here. So in this little bag I keep all the little scraps and pieces that are not worth anything, but they might be useful for filling in a cushion or things like that, so I keep them. But you don't want them to get dusty, and I have them in a bag, so it's not ideal, is it? These sort of baskets are ideal not only for the sewing room, but maybe even for your dirty laundry. I have mine in a similar way, opened so it doesn't get bad smells. And I made my son a few years ago, well, 3 years ago, some baskets for his toys in faux leather. They're really good because they are structured with cardboard inside. So I leave you the link right here in case you want to have a look. And because we have to make the most out of what we have, I still have some sack material I'm going to be using for the exterior, and the interior is going to be in the burda fabric, the burda dress I made. It's really nice. Maybe it would be nice for a shirt or a blouse, but I think I'm okay using it for this. So I'm going to be cutting the same circle in the sack material and in the floral one as a base, a 30 centimeter diameter circle, and then the sack material is going to measure 35 centimeters high, and the floral one almost 55, just because of the hem and all that, so it closes. It's the same 35 and then 15, so it closes, and I can keep everything dust free. And when you have things you can make the most out of, try to do it. Try to just cut as the best way you can, so you can manage to make out the most of your fabric. And now you can do it with some mats formula as well, but I'm not very good at mats. So I'm going to measure all around to see how big my circle is, and that is how big or how long my rectangular panels are going to be, the sides. So it says 110, and I have to take account that I have 1.5 centimeters seam allowance. So that 110 is going to be the length of my side. This seam I'm going to reinforce with some top stitching folded to one side. When cutting my fabric, I realized that it's not that I didn't have enough, but there was a little bit missing, so I just cut straight and made it even, and I added another piece. But if you do it with a whole piece of fabric, it's the same. I'm just trying to make the most out of stuff, and I have the circles here for the bottom. And this fabric, this sack material, is so rigid. I'm not going to add any interfacing or wadding or anything. I'm just going to leave it like that. But depending on your fabric, you can do. And now what I'm going to do is right size together, so the bottom, making sure I turn a little bit the circle so I can sew it properly. In both fabrics, the top hem is going to be just a double hem, and in the case of the floral one, I'm going to leave open a little bit, in which I'm going to insert the cord, ribbon. So I have my baskets, one inside the other, and the floral one has the pattern on the outside. I know when you open it, you're going to see the lining is going to be on the wrong side, but we want to see the nice bit. And I have pins all over it, all around it. So now I'm going to sew it together at 10 centimeters from the top of the sack material. So when the other one falls in, it can close and it can keep the scraps dust free. Because if I don't do that, the floral one is just going to collapse inside, because it has no weight to it. It's really thin for this. So I think that is going to help it keep the shape and make its purpose. And now to finish the top in a sort of bread bag style, I'm going to add a bit of cotton ribbon, and with the help of a safety pin, and the other side I'm going to pin just so I don't lose it. It doesn't happen that much because it's not elastic, but still. Let's put them on in here. I have everything in here, everything I've sewn, of course. There's felts, there's cottons, the sack material, there's swimming costume stuff, there are fringes, interfacing, anything I don't throw. So I think this is going to be good, at least for me. I think it's a good idea. Because you want to keep it by hand, to keep filling it, but you don't want it to be in a plastic bag, or you don't want it to collect dust either. So I think this is a really good option. I think this is ideal in my case for keeping all of this dust free. All the dust that you generate while sewing gets everywhere, and I don't want to be, plastic bags are not attractive at all. So having something nicer, unless you have a really nice tub or Tupperware or whatever, let me know what you do with your little scraps, if you keep them, if you're like me and can't throw anything away. And don't forget to subscribe and give it a like if you like this kind of content. That helps me a lot, and you can even share it with someone who might like this content. And I'll leave you a link here to all the videos I've done in the sewing room, everything I've done in here, so you can have a look and maybe get some ideas as well. Bye!